Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily tarot reading. I ask you to choose the stones that draw you, or the stone that draws you, although more than one may. For whatever reason, you may not even know why it draws you, but your gut is telling you to pick this one. That's a stone you want to pick. And we'll begin. I will also do a golden nugget card at the very end for clarification if questions come up during your reading. We have this beautiful blue-green stone and the Empress, oh wow, the King of Coins and the Chariot. Okay, so you have two major arcana and you have the King of Coins. This is a powerful reading, actually. Quite powerful, actually. Wow. And it may be because you've reached a time in your life when you do have maturity and you're able to welcome in this new beginning that's coming. The Empress is pregnant with a possibility. It's like the times are right for something new and good and life-giving to come into your life. And the Chariot may be the trigger for it. There may be something that happens that shifts things in it, and then things just start being pulled forward like it has a life of its own. So, you know, like birth, where the time comes and nature takes care of it, but the person participates and allows it to unfold, that's a situation you're looking at here. And it comes in on top of good security, good stability. But you know what? The King of Coins, you know, he's got the ivy almost growing over him. He sits on that throne so long. So yes, there's stability with the King of Coins, but sometimes so much stability that it's kind of hard to bring change in. It's tough to bring in a new routine, maybe a new relationship, maybe a new venture. It's sometimes tough just because stability is comfortable. And it's important. I'm not knocking stability here. Security, those things are important. Security that is tangible is the King of Coins. So it can even be, you know, your things, your belongings, your property. But sometimes, like I said, those very things that lend security to us can sometimes be in the way of a new thing coming in. So I feel like in this card, I don't think this is going to surprise you. I just have a feeling like it's not surprising you. I have a feeling like you're setting something in motion. And or if it is something that surprises you, it's okay, because it's almost welcome. You know, it's welcome. It's like, okay, yeah, I've needed to take this next step and become freer. I've needed that. I've needed something new and life-giving to come in. I've needed the universe's help in that with the Chariot. So it looks incredibly good, incredibly positive. So I think that's really a reassurance, and it does. You'll keep your security throughout it, no matter how much you feel like you're being shaken up. So that's really good set of cards there. Very reassuring. If you've had an event lately that has led you to really look at some of your sources of security and reevaluate, that's the reading for you. It looks quite positive for you in the end. For those of you who chose the orange stone, this sort of orange and white quartz, we have the Devil, we have the Ten of Cups, and we have the Five of Swords. Very interesting. For some of you, this is about family. This is about family or a couple or a partner. And although things are generally fine underneath it all for people to have emotional security, there may be somebody there's maybe a battle of some sort, or somebody who wants to be right no matter what people think of it. Maybe there's arguing going back and forth that's kind of like that. Like, I'm right, you know, and this guy sometimes misses the point. You know, he's right, sure, he has all this, well, maybe he's not right, but he's won. He thinks he's won, certainly. But then the people are walking away like, okay, but then it may alienate people that are his comrades. So there's that. There's that possibly. Or it can be there's some bedevilment with a relationship and you need to cut something away and put an end to something. In any case, I think this Ten of Cups is suggesting stability still, even throughout this stuff. Stability endures. So that's good. It could be an alternate reading. If that doesn't fit for you, it could be that you're bedeviled by something else. Something is worrying you, or something that keeps coming back to your mind, or something repetitive in your behavior or excessive. Something is bedeviling you. Or it could be something repetitive or excessive in somebody else's behavior and thinking that you happen to be affiliated with for some reason. That's bedeviling you. It's a problem. And you may decide to cut something away to address that. I do like the Ten of Cups. It's a nice reassurance that, things will be fine. They are fine. They will be fine. Also, the Ten of Cups can be a card that somebody on the other side gives us to let us know that we're still family, we're still complete. 10 is a completion card, even if some are on the other side and others are in this dimension. So it's an interesting reading, very interesting reading. But I see change. I don't see the bedevilment continuing. Okay, for those of you who chose the amethyst, this is a broken worry stone. And I chose it because the broken stones are sometimes more beautiful at their break. You can see the light coming through sometimes better. So I thought that was interesting. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords. It's no less an amethyst because it's broken, right? We have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Seven of Swords. All swords, but minor arcana. So probably not a big deal. In fact, probably the kinds of things that go on in your thought life fairly regularly, because we have this Three of Swords, and that's sort of like a repeating pattern of something, some thoughts that are a source of heartbreak. And or hurt or resentment, or these are minor arcana, so it could even be resentment, annoyance, frustration, some kind of repeating pattern that is just kind of, really bothersome. And then we have the Seven of Swords. I don't know if somebody in your life is taking more than their fair share, or isn't sharing everything they need to share, or what's going on there, because it can be that too. The Seven of Swords, but of course, these are all swords. So this is all residing as well in your thought life. So it can be something going on in your present that triggers it, or it can be something you're hearing about on a larger scale, or memories you have, or it may not be something that's in your immediate circle. It may be something that's from your past, or something you're aware of, some scheming, some, imbalance, something like that you're aware of on a broader scale. Well, Ace of Swords. Source says you don't need to think painful thoughts about that. I will come in with a new way of looking at it. That's what Source says there. The Ace of Swords is Spirit giving you a new way to view this that will bring you victory. So it might be a great day for meditation or for journaling. Sometimes, dear Source, and you're having a talk with Source, and you're writing it down, and you are going ahead and writing for Source, as if you two are in the room together, whether this is Source, Spirit, a guide, God, whomever you would like to speak to. This is a very useful exercise. Write a paragraph that, sort of like A Course in Miracles. Right? So that might bring you some clarity. But this is minor arcana stuff, not huge stuff. It's just one of those things I think is maybe an opportunity for you to pick a different way to look at things that is so much nicer and freeing. Yes, so that's good. Okay, anybody who needs further clarification with the Golden Nugget card, we have the Two of Swords. So we're asking for further clarification, and we get the Two of Swords. Oh boy. All right. Well, here's the deal. Sometimes Source is saying, okay, you don't have clarity now, but that's okay. Maybe you're looking at something. Should I look at it this way or should I look at it the other way? Should I make this decision or that decision? Or you're at a fork in the road. Well, it's okay to be there. It's okay to be there. Sometimes it's not time to know which way to go. Sometimes we need more information. Like that woman is blindfolded. If her blindfold was brought up, she could see things more clearly and then make a decision or decide on the right analysis of a situation, the right way to look at it. So sometimes when I get this card, I think, well, if there's an area I could get more information in, could I study this out? Could I study that option out? And then it starts to become clear which way I need to go. And sometimes it's simply waiting, and then we have the moon there with intuition guiding in the background. Yeah, so sometimes it's asking source for clarity and trusting that it will come. So I hope that you have a wonderful day today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.